Hi, welcome to the video. This is a Holden Commodore at the Nurburgring Nordschleife. Let's get into it. Right, let's see what this Australian classic can do around the Nordschleife. Now we're doing the tourist and Vartan lap, so the time is going to be from the bridge here to the gantry at the other side of the other end rather, of the large straight down the back straight at the back of the Nordschleife, if you're not familiar with it. The car, however, a piece of Australian history, iconic Australian motoring history. It's the VN Commodore. The VN being the designation of the car, and it was the first of the second generation of car that was called a Holden Commodore. Came with two engines back in 1988. You had a choice of a V6 or a V8. I've got the V8 in this one. Whoa dear. Not doing it justice though. It happens when you're a novice. So this car was one of two major Australian-made cars at the time that was sold to families, and it was just like your regular everyday four-door car that lots of people had. And I remember as a kid seeing a lot of these cars being driven around. Not so much anymore because they don't make cars in this country anymore. A shame. This car back in 1988 was the Wheels magazine car of the year. Oh dear. Okay. Which means the people at Wheels magazine thought very highly of it, and it was a very popular car. It was so popular that it was also sold as a Toyota. But the Toyota didn't sell very well compared to, or you could just buy what everyone knew was a Holden Commodore. The V8 in this particular model is putting out 220 horsepower, which in 1988 wasn't even a lot for a car that was going on the road when you consider what, say, makers like Nissan and Toyota and a lot of European manufacturers were making with a lot less than a 5-litre V8. Oh dear, let's concentrate. As you'll see going around the lap, I've had a few practice goes at this. And there are some telltale signs where I've had some accidents. The main reason I think that is, it's because I have fitted to this car the 90s street tires that come as standard in Assetto Corsa. Maybe they come standard in Assetto Corsa. And they have a habit, as you can see from the temperature gauge below me, down there. Oh no! Is that they overheat, and if you're not paying attention, you'll crash. Alright, let's try this again. Better! Right, so you might be asking, you might not be asking, why a VN Commodore on the Nordschleife? Why are you doing this? Well, I have been getting my ass absolutely kicked by Assetto Corsa Competizione and trying to get the track medals for Nordschleife 24 Hour, and well, it's just shown to be a massive challenge for me, and I love a good old challenge. So for that, I thought I'd start making a series of videos where I get to practice at the Nordschleife and do the thing that challenges me and try to improve. And well, this is the track that a whole bunch of car manufacturers bring their cars to try and test and prove to the world that their car is better than everyone else's. So figures that might actually be a good proving ground for my driving skills and getting better. That's the Nordschleife part of the question. But then why VN Commodore? Well, just browsing Assetto World, looking at mods, which I'll link this mod in the description in the bottom of the video. And I saw this and I thought, this is not a car that I've ever seen in a video game before. And so I thought it would be really cool to go and drive a car that's probably never been. Ooh. Oh, can we save the lap? Where's reverse? There's reverse. Keep it in track limits. Starting to see why I can't get the track medal on Assetto Corsa Competizione. Where was I? Yeah, I thought it would be really cool to drive a car that I've never driven in a video game before on a track where it's probably never been before. And if I'm going to start a series of... No, just saved it. Start a series of videos about driving at the Nordschleife, find myself in a unique position where I can kick this series off, this series of videos, off in an Australian car, and as an Australian, I think that's pretty unique, because there aren't that many Australian cars anymore. There aren't any anymore. We used to be a real country. Just laughing at my own accident that I had a few moments ago, as you can see by the skid marks on the road. Oh! As these videos go on and as I do more laps, I will most likely get better. I hope I will. And it'll probably be a good idea for me to revisit this and maybe to not do a lap with so much talking and just properly focus on what I'm doing. Maybe I'll do that now and actually see what a proper time I can do. That was 9 minutes and 8.33 around the Nordschleife for VN Commodore with the spin. With the spin and an awkward Austin Powers turnaround. I think what I'll do now is an actual proper focusing, not talking, absolute crap lap and see what I can actually get out of this car, because I think that's not doing it justice. 9 minutes 8. And so I set off after about a lap time, slowly figuring out where I can lean on the tyres and what curbs to use and which ones to stay away from, which at the Nordschleife is most of the curbs because they're incredibly slippery. And also getting comfortable with some faster lines than I had on my first laps. After a few more spins and missed braking points, I completed a lap that I was happy with. Still slow, but faster than before. I'll post the whole unedited lap and link that at the end of the video. As for this car, this is available to download. I will include that link in the description below so you can try it out in Assetto Corsa as well and see what this piece of Australian history is like for yourselves. If you have any cars that you think would be good for me or you want me to try, or if you have any tips to help me go faster, drop a comment and we'll see how I can get better. And in need of going to bed. Oh, it's sub 9, thank God. Whew. 8:34.8. That's a much better lap. Oh. Alright, well, I am a very sweaty, very tired man. I think a shower and a bed for me. Thank you for watching this hot lap of the Nordschleife. The tourist loop. My watch is telling me I've hit my calories for the day. Calories burned. Yeah. See ya.